Hey YouTube, last night I had a problem. I was driving my big rig and out of nowhere my dashboard lights stopped working. So I went ahead, checked the fuses, checked the wiring, and I couldn't get my lights to working. So I had to do a temporarily bridge from one connection to another one to get my dashboard lights working again. So I created a video last night, but I couldn't upload it because it said that it was too long. So I'm going to create a shorter version of the video, explain to you what I did and what you can do in case this problem happens to you. So here's my dashboard, as you can see. And then that's the controllers for my dashboard. This one controls my top lights. And this one controls my running lights, my dashboard lights, and my back lights. So when I turn it on, you can see, even though it's daytime, nothing turns on. Once we get this working, you're going to see all the lights be able to light up, but nothing. Okay, so I'm going to show you now what I had to do last night to get this problem fixed, at least temporarily, to get me off the road, and what you can do to prevent this from happening to you. Okay, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to check the switches to make sure that everything's working properly and everything's connected the way it should be. Like I said, this problem happened to me last night, so all the connections and everything that's back here, I already checked and I know that everything's okay. But still, I have no dashboard lights. So since the problem is not here, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take the dashboard apart and check inside the dashboard to see if everything's okay. One of the things that we need to do to be able to pull the dashboard out is take off the screws. You know, they've already been loosened up since I did that last night. Loosen one of them up, loosen the other one up, and then we need to move the steering wheel out of the way. But the steering wheel is not adjustable. This thing cannot be adjusted. So what we have to do to get the dashboard out is we have to grab the steering wheel and kind of bend it a little bit, so you can go ahead and pull the dashboard out so you can have enough to work with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my leg, pull the steering wheel forward, and just bend it a little bit, not too much. Once you do that, you should be able to go ahead and pull the dashboard out. As you can see, the metal's already been bent, and to straighten it out, what we got to do is just kind of push it back and pull it forward, push it back, and the kind of steering wheel will go ahead and get straightened out. Move the parking brake out the way. Okay, once you have done all that, all you got to do is basically kind of just pull the dashboard out, and the whole dashboard kind of comes out together. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of wires and whatever's back here, and I went ahead and I already checked to that, and even though it looks like a big cluster of wires and everything hanging out, there's really nothing wrong with this. I couldn't find the problem. So the next thing that we're going to do is go to the next step that we have to do in order to get my dashboard lights working again. Okay, one of the things that I'm going to need, it's a test light, which I do not have with me. And I need to find out which is the switch that controls my dashboard lights. Now, I know it's this one. But since we're doing a temporary bridge to fix my lights temporarily until I can get the problem solved, I don't want to mess with this switch because this one controls my top lights, my headlights and my running lights. So if something happens to this switch, I'm going to be pretty much screwed. What I'm going to do is use this switch, which controls my top lights, which obviously that's what they are. They're lights on top of the truck. And if something happens to this switch, I'll be okay because my top lights will shut off and I can still keep driving. It's not recommended, but it's no big deal. So since I don't have a test light, what I'm going to do is come here, find a light bulb that I can disconnect temporarily. Go here, unplug it. Now I'm going to have to plug this one back once I'm done. And then I'm going to find out which is the incoming power and which is the outgoing power when I do my bridge. The reason why it's important for me to know is because I don't want to create a bridge to the power that's direct. So, because if I connect the bridge to the direct power, that means that the lights are going to be on all the time. And I need the lights to turn on when I turn on the switch, and I need the lights to turn off when I turn off the switch. So I have to connect it to the outgoing power. And in order for me to figure that out, I need something similar to a test light, which all that we're really going to do is kind of connect the ground. We're going to connect the ground pretty much anywhere that you can see a space that you can put it in. It will work just as well. Alright, just bear with me for a second. Touch it here, and then we're pretty much going to grab the positive wire and touch it to the top or bottom of the switch. So when I connect it to the top of the switch, the light turns on, letting me know that that's incoming power. And when I touch it to the bottom, nothing happens. Now when I turn on the switch, it should turn on from the bottom. Let me see. There you go. Letting me know that there's power going out to the bottom, which means the bottom is the outgoing power one. So the one I want to connect to is the bottom one. See that? And that's the top one. And when I shut off the switch, there's no power to the bottom, only to the top one. Once you do that, you have to find a wire which you're going to create a bridge with. Okay, pretty much all you need is just a regular wire, and we're going to attach this connection to it so we can attach it to the switch right there. Once you are done, we're going to take out the switch and we're going to connect the bridging cable, not to the top one, but to the bottom one. Once you're done connecting it, it's going to look something like this. This is the new attachment that we have created. So now all we got to do is put back the switch and run the wire to the inside of the dash. Once you have passed the cable over to the dashboard section, what we have to do basically pretty much is just a little bit simple. We got to grab one of the light bulbs, such as the one for the PSI. Okay, kind of just take it out, and what we're going to do is close it a little bit, take out the light bulb, and then we're going to grab one more additional light bulb, which is the one for the water, to find out if my theory is going to work. So as you can see, the light bulb, it's not on. Turn on the switch, nothing. Turn on the switch, nothing. Turn on my top switch, still nothing, which lets me know that I have no dashboard lights. So one of the things that we're going to do now that we have created a bridge is I'm going to grab the wire that I transferred over, okay, and I'm going to touch it to the centerpiece right there. Now when I turn on the switch, it's going to give power to this, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and reverse feed it into here. Once we do that, this light bulb should turn on, letting me know that all my dashboard lights are going to be working. If it doesn't work, then we have to find out where the problem could be. But now that I turn on the switch, I know that we have power right here, and you have to be careful not to touch the side of it, because that's the negative and you're going to burn the fuse. So let's see what happens. As you can see, when I touch it, the light turns on, letting me know that all my dashboard lights are going to be working, and they should be working. See? Yeah, you can see the bottom one, how it turns on, where it says the drive temp. Well, you really cannot see it that good anyway, because it's daytime already. But there you go. You see how it turns on? Off? On. So it let me know that this is going to work, and at least this is a temporary fix, so you can keep going again. Once we do that, and now we have to make a permanent connection so that this wire will be attached to this one permanently. And one of the ways to do that is using one of these little suckers. Okay, I'm going to attach both of the wires together, and we're going to figure it out what happened. Okay guys, once you're done installing the connection, it should look something like this. And once you do that, the light should also work with the switch. That means when I turn the switch on, the light should turn on. When I shut it off, lights go off. Which means that officially, now all my dashboard lights are working and I can carry on. Alright guys, now the rest of the things we have to do is just close the dashboard, put everything back together, and keep going. Alright, let me know what you think, and hopefully this will not happen to you.